You know how each year and each season of anime, you get a couple of these average, trashy harem rom-com shows? Or in some cases, it doesn't have to include the harems. It still ends up to be quite the dumpster fire. Now, I happen to come across this new anime with an interesting title, quite the interesting title, in fact. The title being My Stepsister is My Ex-Girlfriend. Fascinating, isn't it? So to basically give some lore behind this, one day I was just scrolling through Discord and I happened to come across this post, speaking of a light novel getting an anime adaptation this year, and it happened to be another rom-com novel. This time it was about a stepsister. Now that already gives off red flags. So I did a bit of research on this certain novel, and you know, this whole anime's release and stuff. And after I read the premise of this certain novel, or anime adaptation, whatever you call it, as you guessed, it sounded very generic. Okay, so it does seem there's more content revolving around this anime adaptation, and not just the announcement of it getting an anime sometime this year. So I just want to take the time to talk about that. First things first, let's start off with talking about that quote-unquote plot.
High school. Is there any better place to start fresh after a horrible middle school relationship? Nope. Not unless your ex ends up at the same school as you and is now your step-sibling. What was supposed to be a sanctuary of peace where I could avoid ever seeing her again has become a living nightmare. Everywhere I look I see her in my house, in my school, in my class. There's no escape. She even claims that she's the older sibling. Like hell she is. But I won't lose to her. After all, I'm the older brother in this new family situation. That's right, we're family now. No matter how much we may have thought we loved each other before, we saw one another's true colors and realized we weren't meant for each other. That's why even though we may keep up a buddy-buddy sibling act for the sake of our parents, things will never go back to the way they used to be.
Oh yes, they're just trying to have that wholesome, family-friendly relationship. Oh wait, I just realized. My anime list had a different plot for this anime. And the synopsis is quite different from the one I just read. A certain boy and girl in middle school became lovers, flirted with each other, disagreed on trivial things, became more frequently irritated with each other rather than excited, and ended up breaking up at graduation. And so the two of them, Mizuto Irido, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Yume okay, I don't know how to pronounce that, wound up meeting each other in the most unexpected fashion. Isn't it obvious that I'm the elder brother? Isn't it obvious that I'm the elder sister? The children of the partner of their parents' remarriage were ex-lovers. The former couple, mindful of their parents' feelings, decided on a sibling rule, on a quote-unquote sibling rule actually, where the one who becomes conscious of the other as the opposite sex loses. But when they encounter each other in the bathroom, commute to and from school together, along with the memories of the past and living under the same roof, just how do they disregard each other? Question mark. Exclamation mark. Okay, after reading that totally quote-unquote family-friendly plot, noticed that there's an English subbed version for the trailer. So let's check that out. This light novel will get an anime adaptation. Wow, they're already breaking the fourth wall. Wow, top tier 10 out of 10 trailer. We're already breaking the fourth wall immediately. Oh god, they're doing this now. Now she's practically trying to seduce him.
したりもしないものね。
わかったわかった。一緒じゃない、一緒じゃない。
もっと増やすようにしてよ。気しないですよ。
So you want him to hate you?
君はどうしたいの？この小説がアニメ化するからなんだって？
Yo, yeah, what's so special about what's so special about
一
this?
緒に見たいなんて言い出さないよ。早々に同性気分は？
Oh damn.
自意識過剰気もする。
Wow, she's being tsundere right now.
別にいいじゃん。嬉しかったことを話したくなった。
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, she's kinda hot. She has the booba. Interesting, very interesting. Alright, so after a while I decided to check out the manga for this since I was a bit curious as to see like how the series would go outside of the trailer and like what I think of it. You know, all that stuff. Also to give a little bit of like more input for this video rather than just cutting it off short like after the trailer reaction. Anyways, the manga, there's 2 chapters, so, and I don't just mean chapter 1 and 2, this manga is a little bit different. It has a chapter 0 and it has a chapter 1. Now, chapter 1 is like the main events, like the main story, and then like chapter 0 is like a bit of a prologue. It doesn't go too in depth about things. It's like a short chapter, but like it just kind of shows a little bit of the stuff like during like when the 2 main characters were still dating back in middle school. After the MC's middle school graduation, I think that's when they became step-siblings. I could be wrong. Now, for chapter 1, it was like half the stuff shown in the trailer at least. Like, you know, like half the scenes, like you remember like when the main girl was with the bathrobe or like bath towel, like only wearing the bath towel, and like she was in the living room, the same room as MC. Basically that scene happened in the first chapter. And then like after all that, they decided they were debating on like who's the superior sibling or like who's the older sibling. So while doing that, they decided to come up with a game. And like during this game, like whoever I guess shows more affection to each other, like a genuine affection, loses this game. Now I'm guessing this game is to show like who's the superior sibling and all that. I could be wrong. It has been like a few days or like a week since I've read like the manga. But overall, it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. I like where it's going so far. It's not off to a bad start. I would say it's decent so far. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing good, but just decent so far. Now, I'm not reading any more of it since I'm just waiting for the anime, since I think the anime is coming out during the summer, like next season. If you're into stuff like rom-coms, and like, you know, especially the ones with step-siblings and all that, and like with plots like these, then I do think the series will be for you. I think it'll be a pretty decent read for you. Now, I wanted to talk about the art style of the manga and art style of the anime. Now, anime and manga have like something different with each other, especially rom-com animes. When you look at the manga, it has a like very stylish art and all that. But when you look at the anime, comparing that art together, the anime just kind of looks a little bit bland and like more generic with the art style and like the tone of it. I don't know why, but it's just something with like most rom-com animes nowadays. It just like the art style is just like you know, completely a little bit downgraded from like how the manga looks like, or like how like even the light novel looks like. Like the manga is a little more stylish with the art style. But overall, I do think it looks a little bit similar. I don't know about the light novel art style. I didn't read that. You know, I can't read light novels. I do think the anime has done a good job regarding like the art style, at least from what we've seen in the trailer so far. But honestly, the true question here is, will that anime be PG enough to watch in the library? And will it deliver? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to seeing how this anime goes. With that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.